I flew thousands of miles to come here to give you these sessions. And that too after 4 years. And I was asking about a family, a gentleman. I said, why I am not seeing that person? That person is not here. Why? I've come in Washington, in their area. They say, well, they had trekking tour fixed. So they have gone for trekking. And somebody has gone for marriage, and somebody has gone for party, and somebody has gone for vacation, and somebody has gone for this or that. You have a human body, here you are being given the opportunity to break this cycle with the pure knowledge. But on the contrary, you are so busy in satisfying your worldly desires, you don't have time. Now what to do? इंसान होके सत्संग का अवसर मिल रहा है, उस ब्रह्म विद्या को श्रवण करने का अवसर मिल रहा है, जिसको श्रवण करके आप अपने कर्म बंधन को काट सकते हैं, पर मनुष्य कहता है हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है। तो जब आदमी होके तुम्हारे पास इच्छा नहीं, टाइम नहीं, तो जब शरीर तुम्हारा मरेगा तो तुमको क्यों मनुष्य शरीर मिले? फिर तो वही कुत्ते बिल्ली का ही मिलेगा, क्योंकि उसी में, क्योंकि तुम्हें सत्संग सुनना नहीं, कुत्ते बिल्ली को समझ आना नहीं। See, as the demand, so would be the supply. Say you give $20 to your child, and then you find out that the child was buying cigarettes to smoke. Would you next time give again $20 to this child? Or the child was buying some narcotics. Would you still give this child $100 bill? Go and kill yourself. Or you would say, no more pocket money. So Ishwar, Paramatma, gave this human life, gave you a working brain, gave you a good family, gave you access to satsang, even if it is through YouTube. So what? Satsang is satsang. You got information that Shivir is happening in New Jersey. Oh, good. At least I think so, 2 months before my coming here. But people have plans. Well, if you have plan, then so does nature for you. हमारे आश्रम में, ऋषि चैतन्य आश्रम में बहुत सारी गाय हैं, गौशाला है, 2 कुत्ते हैं, बहुत सी चिड़ियाँ हैं, हाँ, बहुत सी गिलहरियाँ हैं, बहुत सी बिल्लियाँ हैं, बहुत कुछ है। इन गायों को जब मैं मिलने जाती हूँ तो मेरे हाथ में गुड़ ना भी हो, वो मुझे देखते ही मेरी ओर यूं भागती हैं। और जब एक साथ 30-32 गाय भागेंगी कच्ची मिट्टी पर, वो कैसा धूल धंकड़ ऐसे बन जाता है। वो भाग के आती मेरे पास, गुड़ होवे ना होवे, वो पहचानती हैं मुझको। फिर वो अपना मुंह आगे करती हैं कि मैं उनके गालों पर हाथ फेरूं। आश्रम में जो 2 कुत्ते हैं, जब हम आरती के लिए मंदिर में बैठते हैं तो वो मेरे लेफ्ट राइट आके बैठ जाते हैं। और जब मैं लोगों के साथ उनके प्रश्नों के उत्तर देती हूँ, वो चुपचाप वहां बैठे रहते हैं, वो मुझसे प्यार लेते हैं, वो रोटी लेते हैं, पर मैं चाह के भी उनको ज्ञान नहीं दे सकती हूँ। So I have these lovely cows and their calves and these lovely dogs and the beautiful birds living in the ashram. I can feed them food But I cannot give them any knowledge, even if I want to. Even one day I was talking to the dog. I would saying, "You are Satchitanand. You are not just a dog." And he just kept licking my hand. Stupid fellow. मैं उसके सिर में हाथ फेर रही हूं. अरे तू आत्मस्वरूप है. जैसे हम मनुष्य शरीर वाले मनुष्य नहीं हैं, ऐसे तू कुत्ते शरीर में होके भी तू कुत्ता नहीं है. तू तो सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप है. वो मेरा हाथ चाटे जा रहा है, बस पूछ हिलाए जा रहा है. अपना सिर मेरे रगड़े जा रहा है पैर पे. अब मैं चाहूं भी तो उसको ज्ञान दे सकती हूं क्या? शरीर कोई भी हो, शरीर तुम्हारा कभी नहीं होगा. पर मनुष्य शरीर होके भी अगर आत्मज्ञान न पाया तो फिर तो ईश्वरी जाने कौन सा शरीर मिलेगा. अब वो पशु के शरीर में है, ये सब रहते आश्रम में है. एक पूरी we have this screeching owls families in ashram. We have family of parrots and egrets and sparrows and so many, and a beautiful kingfisher is there who sits with me every day 11 a.m. sharp. He never misses. Without the watch he is there. I sip my green tea and he drinks from the pond. We share a beautiful mid-morning. But can these birds understand or receive jnana from me? No. But they are still there. And I am talking about them. यही कारण है कि बार बार हम लोग बोलते हैं, संत लोग बोलते हैं, शास्त्र बोलते हैं, वाह कि मनुष्य शरीर बहुत मुश्किल से मिलता है, इसको भोगों में बर्बाद मत करो. संसार के पीछे भागने में बर्बाद मत करो. पई प्राप्त मानुक दे हुरिया, गोविंद मिलन की एह तेरी बरिया. अवर काज तेरे किते न काम, मिल साध संगत पज केवल नाम. साधु की संगत कर और ईश्वर का भजन कर. अवर काज तेरे किते न काम, और कुछ करने के लिए नहीं है ये. So Guru Maharaj says, मन के विचार हुक्म बूझ समाना. Oh my mind, contemplate and know what the real order is for you. कर्म होवे गुरु कृपा करे. When you have done good karmas, then the Guru's grace will come to you. ए मन जागे, इस मन की दुविधा मरे. The awakening will happen and this negative tamasic mind will die. मन का स्वभाव सदा बैरागी. It's a beautiful verse. The real nature of the mind is, it's always in the mode of being unattached. Now you might wonder, just now you were saying our mind is attached. Now you were saying mind is in habit of being unattached. That's true. Where is your childhood body? Gone. Where is the teenage body? Gone. And you never even miss it, do you? Because now you are more busy in the present body. Huh? Where are your childhood friends now? Where are your kindergarten school friends? See, man is vairagi, no attachment. Where are your college friends? You traveled in plane, in train, in bus, so many co-passengers. Do you remember any? Your teachers, your mentors, where are they? You don't know. At one point when you were in 4th class and you had that girl sitting in the opposite bench, and you always had that puppy love for that girl. Where is that girl now? Do you remember? Your colleagues. Mind, and then maybe your very lovable parents or grandparents, where are they now? Well, they died. Do you cry for them today? No. This is what I am saying. Man is vairagi, always unattached. E man jage. Wake up. Sab mein base atit anuragi. The mind lives with everybody, and yet the mind doesn't like to be in bondage. Kahat Nanak jo jane bheo. That says Nanak, who knows this secret. Bheo means secret. Ad Purakh Niranjan Deo. Then that person is the primordial truth and Niranjan and a demigod oneself, himself or herself. फिर वही आद निरंजन पुरख है जो इस भेद को समझ जाए कि मन को खोजो, मन को जानो, और इस मन के आधार में जो सच्चिदानंद है, जो तुम्हारा शुद्ध स्वरूप है, उसको जिसने पहचान लिया, मन खोजत नाम नौ निध पाई, उस व्यक्ति को सारे खजाने प्राप्त हो जाते हैं. Now what to do and how to do? Two things. One is when you listen, you get awakening, you get understanding. Two, when you sit down and make your mind quiet and in silence. Your mind should not be hankering for people and things and events and this and that. Where you train your mind to go into peaceful, silent zones. ज्ञान आपको ये सिखाता है कि तेरे शरीर सहित सारा संसार असार है. ज्ञान तुम्हें ये सिखाता है कि इस संसार के पीछे पागलों की तरह भागना नहीं है, संसार में जुड़ना नहीं है, संसार में अपने राग द्वेष बनाने नहीं है. ज्ञान तुमको ये सिखाता है. और तुम अपने मन को चुप होना सिखाते हो कि तुम आंख बंद करो और मन चुप. If you close your eyes and there are millions of thoughts running in your mind, now you cannot put a stop to your running, racing mind just by wishing about it. You do need a technique. You need to learn some method where you slowly get the command on your mind. So mind this mind. And if you don't mind this mind, then don't mind. अब जैसे मेरे सामने ये एक प्रश्न आया है. अब मैं क्या बोलूं इसको? प्रश्न क्या है? प्रश्न अजीब सा है. How do I deal with resistance in life? For example, if there is traffic, I resist it. Meaning internally, I get very frustrated. Acknowledging that I am resisting in that moment feels like a defeat. How do I remain calm in situations like this? With love, Niharika. Who is Niharika? Okay, there you go. Next time when you are stuck in traffic, one practical tip for you. Free. The practical tip is this, that when you are stuck in the traffic, say red light is there or the traffic isn't moving, okay, then maybe the looking glass in your car, which is for the, behind traffic, just move it towards you for a second. Have a look at your own face and then say it. Niharika, be cool. And then say to yourself, I am going to use this congested time to decongest my mind. And right away with your open eyes, you inhale for count of 4 and you exhale for count of 6. I am not that predictable. Extra long exhalation. This extra long exhalation will remove lot of carbon dioxide from your blood. And when you are inhaling for count of 4, this is giving you a good shot of oxygen. And when you will do this awarefully, you will thank the congestion and the traffic, because you are getting chance to do something great. But you will have to remember this. Maybe you write down this statement on your phone with the reminder, not now, later. Write down this statement as a reminder, and it should flash to you, say, every 3 hours, or when you are driving, every 15 minutes, it is flashing and it says, Niharika, be cool. Traffic is not bad, traffic is good. What's the rush?